All right.
Well, Coach, despite tonight's game, you still managed 4 wins already your team has against ranked opponents this season. You've got the chance at a 5th on Saturday with the tournaments upcoming. Did you foresee that this team program would advance this quickly and be in a position like this season?
I don't want to be rude, but after tonight's game, I don't want to talk about what I thought. I would just maybe I ought to make a statement. You can see why they're a championship team. You know, they started off poorly, and I think we might have played at an unbelievable high level early, and you know, we got into some foul trouble, but you know, they turned us over 15 times, and you know, had 8 offensive rebounds the first half. And when I saw we're down 2, I thought, gosh, it's a miracle. We got a pretty good chance, but we weren't prepared the way they were, and that's on me. We didn't handle their press. We didn't handle their intensity at all. You know, it's about this 8th or 9th time we've had some adversity, and you know, we haven't, you know, been able to handle that the way, you know, great programs do. And that's my responsibility. You know, there's stuff happening on the court. You know, we let a lot of things affect us, and that, I think that allowed them to really go for the throat. We got it down 55-54. I thought maybe, you know, we can get back on track, but you know, Russ Smith was phenomenal. I think, you know, Rick did a great job of putting him in a position to get shots, but I thought some of his shots were pretty well defended, but you just got to give it to him. He was remarkable.
How much did Nick Moore's foul trouble stop you? I mean, hurt your offense and hurt you against their place?
Well, you know, think about our team last year. You know, we didn't have a point guard. I think we have some better ball handlers around us than we had last year. You know, we have Sterling, but he got in foul trouble. So when you're playing against pressure, when he got in foul trouble, the first half we could kind of weather it a little bit because we got off to a lead. But the second half, he picked up his 3rd, and then I couldn't get him. Picked up his 4th right after that. And then with Sterling in foul trouble, it kind of compounded it. But again, I don't think we showed any poise at all, you know, late. I didn't think we showed any poise when they went after us. And again, that's what coaches are supposed to do. You're supposed to help kids handle adversity, and I don't think I did a very good job in that respect.
Larry, is part of that just the learning curve for these kids? I mean, they're first time being in some of these positions.
Yeah, I think so, but I saw some ugly stuff out there. You know, the way we acted. I forget ugly play, but just the way we acted. You know, letting calls and what they thought should have been a call, and maybe a teammate missing an assignment. You know, you get over that. You know, and I didn't think we were focusing on the things we needed to do. But maybe, you know, this is a team that's going from Conference USA to, you know, pretty great conference, and you're playing defending national champions. But when I looked out there were a bunch of those kids that were on the team that won the championship, and then you got a phenomenal coach. You know, I said this after we lost to Louisville and lost to Cincinnati, and you know, we don't have that look in their eye. We don't understand that everything doesn't always go perfect. That you have to be men enough to fight through it and be supportive of one another, and it's amazing what you can do, and this will give me a lot to talk about.
Larry, inside offensively, you guys had trouble working it in. Was that more what Marcus was trying to do in there, or was that more their defense?
No, I think, you know, we broke the press early and scored. And then when we didn't break the press early, we ran stuff and scored. And then all of a sudden they started turning us over and we were frantic. I couldn't get us to run anything. You know, you always want to score against pressure, but I just thought we looked really disorganized, and that's my job. You know, and it would have been, sure, it's going to be better when you have Nick out there, but you know, early in the half he comes off a shooter and they hit a three, then we turn the ball over, not run our press, steals it right in front of him, and I think, you know, that kind of set the tone. So, but the crowd was phenomenal, you know, I just so thankful I'm here, and you know, we're in an environment that, you know, people are so supportive. I just, you know, we want to give them more, and we got to do a better job to see that that happens.
You said you have a lot to talk about with the team. They've got the game Memphis. You guys are on the road. What will you tell them ahead of that game?
Well, you can say anything you want, but films don't lie. So I'm going to watch the film, and you know, I think I got a pretty good understanding of what went on, but you know, I'm not going to beat them up. This is not the time to beat them up, but I want them to, you know, accept, you know, some responsibility for some of the things we did, and I want to accept responsibility for some of the things we needed to do better, and try to get ready for Memphis, because you know, there's still a lot of important stuff ahead of us, and that you can't focus on stuff right now that happened tonight. You know, you got to focus on the next step, and we're going to do that.
How badly did Nick sprain his ankle? And
It was bad.
Was there any doubt whether he was going to play?
You know, that's, yes. But I don't want to, I admire the heck, you know, that 99% of the people wouldn't have played tonight. So I mean, but I don't want to take anything away from Louisville and what they did. But he was hurting. He was hurting last time we played them. You know, he hadn't practiced for about 3 weeks. I admire the heck out of, you know, the fact that he gave it a try, but I don't like the way he acted. He's better than that.
You said on Saturday that you thought Yannick would play tonight. Did you just not feel
I
comfortable putting him
don't
in?
want to talk about that. You know, there are a lot of guys that I could have looked over and kicked myself for not playing if I knew what I saw. You know, but yeah, Yannick, it isn't fair what's happened to him. You know, and I think it's not fair what's happened to Nick, you know, Cannon. You know, there's a lot of situations out there that I'm kick myself hoping I can get guys with 40 minutes, and hindsight's pretty good, you know.
You got anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
We've got